We are in the age of AI, and most CEOs are struggling. They are not struggling with AI itself, but with the confusion that comes along with the AI, how, when, where to use it. And it's flooded with the very biased advices. Hello, business leaders. Welcome to CEO Coffee Conversation with Neetu Choudhary. I work with board CEOs, senior leaders to address their most critical business priorities through strategy, customer centricity, and leadership capability buildings. Over the years, I had conversation with CEOs, founders, senior executives across multiple industries, and almost every conversation includes AI. But I have noticed something interesting. Most companies are using AI for writing emails. Very few are using it to redesigning their business processes. And that's the difference that will determine who leads the industry and who struggles to keep up. Today, I want to share some simple framework that can help CEO to lead in the age of AI without losing human element that makes business successful. So the first question, which is the most important thing, is most CEOs are asking the wrong question to their teams. They are asking, how do we use AI? This is fundamentally very wrong because you're not there in the business to use AI. You are there in the business to provide either service or the product to your customers. So the right question to ask is, what business problem are we trying to solve? This is a question every CEO need to ask their directors, because AI is not a strategy, it's a tool. And the goal is not to adopt AI, but to use it for optimizing our business process. Now, the goal is to have the more productivity, innovation, customer experience, profitability, competitive edge. It could be anything for your business, but definitely it is not the adoption of AI. And the CEO who wins will not be the one who's using the most number of AI tools. They will be the one who are solving the most important business problems. So I want to give you a couple of questions as a CEO to ask your directors and see how the conversation goes. The first one is, which process is slowing our business down? This is so important because everything boils down to the process for the operation. So which process is slowing our business down? Every company has bottleneck. Let's be fair. There is no company in the world who doesn't have the bottleneck. And we try to minimize it as much as possible. So in your company, maybe it could be customer onboarding, it could be proposal creation, it could be reporting, it could be recruitment, it could be decision making, or it could be purely operational. So you identify which process is slowing down the entire business. I'm Six Sigma Black Belt, EFQM certified assessor who has assessed more than 50 organizations across various globally international business excellence awards. I have managed strategy, service portfolio, project management office, IT strategy, KPIs for more than 2 decades. And I know exactly how operations get stuck in the old ways of doing things. Although everyone wants and the CEO wants it to go in a new way, fast way, agile way, but everybody goes back to the old pattern. And before investing into the AI tool, identify one critical process that consumes a significant amount of time, money, and human effort. And then ask your team, if we redesign this process from the scratch today, what it would look like. Because you would have designed that process 10, 15, 20 years back, and the team is using exactly the same process. But what if you redesign it today from scratch, from point A to till the end, what it would look like, and then see where the AI can help you to optimize that process. And that single question will move the entire conversation about the AI. And if you're joining live this session, I would like to hear from you, which one business process in your organization that frustrates people the most? So this is so important question. Please write in comment. I would love to hear from you. The second question, which I want all CEOs to ask is, this is so important. Is your leadership team ready for AI? Because we all want it, but is your leadership team really ready? Are your directors really ready? That's the most important thing CEO need to ask their team, because technology does not transform organization, leaders do. And I have seen organizations buy expensive tools, whether it's AI or earlier the some other tools were there, only to discover that people continue working exactly the way they were doing before. And challenge is rarely the technology. Challenge is always leadership readiness. So ask yourself and your team, does my leadership team understand AI, its strength, its limitation, its risk, and the opportunities that come with AI? Maybe you can scale your business using that AI tool. So does my leadership team understand that? The second question is, are they experimenting with AI? Are they curious about the new tool and new technology? Are they curious about the new ways of doing things? Or they are falling back again to the old pattern? Are they helping teams to adapt it? Because maybe your directors are ready, but are they helping their teams to learn? We all have innate resistance. So are your directors helping team to overcome that? Because future belongs to those who combine technology and human factor both, not only one of them. We require both of them. So, and this time where the executive team need the support, the most number of support, because AI is a bit scary for many team members. So as a CEO, as a director, this is your responsibility to help them understand and adapt that. The third question which I want you to ask is that, are you building an innovation culture? This is so important. So we have seen, first you identify what business process you want to optimize. The second one is my leadership team ready or not? And the third question is, are you building an innovation culture? And culture is so important. It's not about just having some festivals or coming in ethnic dress and all. This is much deeper than that. That is only for the social media, but the real change happened when we start changing the mindset. So many leaders tell me that we are innovative, and then when I ask them, what happens when someone challenges your status quo? Then there's a silence. They don't say anything. Some CEOs say that nobody challenges my view because everybody agrees with me. I am so experienced. You are in a very wrong place. Then you need to change yourself or your team, because if nobody's disagreeing with you, there is something wrong. And some CEOs go silent for this one. So I want to tell all the CEOs very important thing. Innovation cannot exist where people fear mistakes. Innovation cannot exist where questioning is discouraged. Innovation cannot exist where leaders already have all the answers. Innovation cannot happen in such place. So do you have innovation culture? Because with AI you are innovating something, you're redesigning your process, and that will not happen if you or your directors are not ready to be disagreed or given a different point of view. So culture change is so important in this one. And the age of AI requires leaders to become more explorer, not the experts. Be exploring, say yes I don't know, and go and experiment with things, learn with that one. So this is so important. That's why I always say that explore, experiment, and then evolve. So evolution happens only when you explore, you experiment with things. This work, that doesn't work, you know it, and that's how you evolve. And the most dangerous sentence in business today is, this is how we have always worked. This is how it has given us result. Yes, it has given you result, but here onwards, it is not going to give you. So you have to change. There is no choice for it. So a practical CEO exercise I want to give all CEOs, please give it a try and then see how it works. Because I have done this with so many CEOs and business leaders, and it has given significant result. I encourage all CEOs to spend 30 minutes every day to ask these three questions. What are we automating? What are we simplifying? And what are we eliminating? Because adding something is not the change always. Maybe removing something is also. So, what are you eliminating? Let me repeat it one more time. What are we automating? What are we simplifying? And what are we eliminating? Removing things so that things become much faster and agile. And many organizations don't have an AI problem, they have the complexity problem. AI is just expressing it, that's it. AI is just showing it off, but you already had that complexity problem, and this is the time to solve it before your competitor does and you are out of the market. So human element, I want to talk little bit about here when we are talking about AI. Now, The more AI advances, the more valuable human skills become. And some of people may get offended. Those who are like big advocate of AI, some people, those who are scared of AI, they may also feel like it's a different point of view. But let me repeat one more time: the more AI advances, the more valuable human skills become. Think about it. AI can generate content, but it cannot build trust. That is done by the leader. AI can analyze data, but it cannot inspire courage in your team. AI can create report, but it cannot build relationship with your client, with your team, with your leaders. So AI can recommend options, but it cannot make a wise judgment, which is required in that situation. So leadership is becoming more human, not less, with the AI. We require more empathy, trust, communication, vision, decision making. And these are becoming premium leadership skills. The CEOs who focus only on technology may improve efficiently. The CEOs who combine technology with human will build enduring organization which will sustain and thrive in coming decades. So think about it. Do the self reflection for yourself. And before we end, I want to give you a challenge. For the next 7 days, identify one process and see what you're optimizing. How would we redesign using this AI, this process? And that single exercise will unlock tremendous opportunities for you. And if you're a CEO or executive team member currently exploring AI transformation or leadership development or executive excellence, feel free to connect with me. Much of my work today involves helping leaders bridging gap between technology, strategy, and behavior. And because successful transformation is never just about the system, it's about people. So we can never remove the human factor from the picture, even if when the AI is there. And the CEOs who lose sleep over AI replacing human are focusing on the wrong issue. The real risk is not the AI. The real risk is leaders who refuse to evolve. Use AI, optimize your business process. Focus is always on business. AI is just a tool. And future will belong to organization with the speed of AI, creativity of humans, and judgment of leaders. So leadership is always the most important thing in an organization. And the courage to reinvent themselves before market forces them. So be ready. The change is already here and we have to get ready for that one. Thank you so much for joining today. This series will be there weekly. So every week we'll be talking about some of the things which are keeping CEOs awake at night and how to go ahead with that one. And if this conversation resonated with you, follow me for more executive leadership insights. Connect with me here on LinkedIn or share message to me. And what is the biggest AI related leadership challenge you are facing currently? Please write in comment. I look forward to continuing this conversation with CEOs, board members, and business leaders. And if you're a CEO, board member, or founding founder or executive leadership leader navigating such kind of challenge, connect with me on LinkedIn, message me. I regularly work with leaders in terms of identifying opportunities, building leadership capability, and turning transformation into business results. So be remarkable, enjoy, and optimize your process. Don't be afraid of AI. Use it to enhance your business.